Welcome back to Dragon Quest XI, where we are setting off into the world in search of our lost friends and of a means to defeat Mordegon. But before we go, we'll say goodbye to Gemma and get... See, this is where Gemma's character really kind of declines and just stops. Because in the first part of the game, we see quite an interesting relationship. Like, she is girl next door to the hero, and you know, quite an interesting character. But from this point in, all she ever says while you're playing the game is, "So I hear you're off again, goodbye." And literally, there's no other development other than that, and it's just kind of, that is the end of Gemma's character, which is kind of really shitty. I feel like it is badly written. I feel like there could have been more to that, but there just isn't, unfortunately. So say goodbye to Amber as well. Be a nice stew waiting. Amber's got slightly more of a character than Gemma has, but yeah, it is a shame because he was such an interesting character in the first act of the game. And we are journeying off with Hendrick as well, who is now our companion. So we're off to Angri-La. So it's goodbye cobblestone once again, but at least we've rescued it this time. And as well as that, we get, I mean, we can still see smoke. Can I summon a horse? I don't think I can. We still see smoke rising and the clouds are... Yeah, the sky is still dark, but we get the nice Dragon Quest VIII overworld theme back. We don't get the depressing one anymore, now that cobblestone is alleviated. There's a better word than that, but I can't be bothered to think of it. The landscape is still burnt, and we've still got the vicious monsters with the red eyes hanging around. But we have at least... Yeah, it's definitely a good word somewhere, but no chance I'll think of it. We've at least freed Heliodor and Cobblestone from the main threat. It's still not looking great for the world as a whole, but at least the big threat is taken care of. Now we are heading back through the mangrove. Haven't been in here since the very start of Act 1. Does this look... Yeah, this looks entirely burnt as well, which... Yeah, not nice. You can see the low-level monsters running away from the vicious ones. Right, we'll go and restore that save point as well, because we might as well. And then I think... Is there another way? Yeah, you can see up there there's a way to the Cost of Allure. I don't know if that existed in Act 1, that path. Or maybe it did, but you just couldn't go through it. Yep, the bridge is burnt once again. This bridge... Oh, use vines at your own risk. Is there a vine we can walk across? Do we have to go down and then back up again? I think we do. We might be able to jump straight down. Nah. They don't make it easy, do they? There's that vine over there. We'll get the save point just for the benefit of unlocking. I think now you don't lose your zoom points again. I think once you've got them now, they are unlocked permanently for the rest of the game. I think. I don't think we've been down here before either, so check for treasure. Cheeky mini medal, we'll take that. Everything just looks so burnt. Like, even this is quite a watery area, it's still burnt as anything. I think there should be a vine back up. Yeah, over there. We'll run towards the toggle. Always a good plan. Oh, okay, there's a path back up. Does this path exist in Act 1? Because this looks destroyed, in keeping with the theme of Act 2. Here we go. Back where me and Eric first visited. It was like a whole different lifetime ago, that part of the game now. Back when the Luminary and Eric were kind of fugitives from Heliodor. And now we know the truth. Now we know that me and Eric were the good guys and Heliodor were the bad people. Right, it looks like up here it is. So we're heading towards the Cost of Allure. I will stop by in Puerto Valor. A to unlock the zoom again, and B to check for Sylvando. We haven't seen him yet. We know he's alive from what we saw in the bits before it in Sylvando's episode. We know he's gone off with the parade to spread smiles back to the world, but we don't know where he is or what he's doing at this particular moment in time. I presume that was quite a long time ago, relatively speaking, because the Luminary was out for months. As per what Queen Marina said. Right, so we've got a choice. We can go... Oh, we can go down there. Or we could hang straight off to Mount Panglai. You know what, I think we're going to head straight off to Mount Panglai. I still don't know what happens if you try and visit this place in Act 1. Because I think you can. Or maybe you can't, maybe it blocks you somehow. But the story never takes you there in Act 1. Alright, we're on the path. And we'll get some enemies for the best story while we're here. These vicious guys? They've got red eyes, I don't know if they're the glowing red vicious eyes. Oh, I probably need to put Hendrick under my control. Tactics. Everyone should always follow orders.
Accept your fate.
Lovely, now we've got a sensible Hendrick. Check out the one with boosted stats. Alright, I need to reallocate your skill points as well. I think at this stage of the game, I mean he's 6 levels above me. I'm genuinely leveled up more than I usually am at this point. I swear I'm only like level 27, 28 normally in my playthroughs. But what I quickly find is every other character in the party is much better than the Luminary in Act 2. I don't know if everyone else has that experience as well. But... Whoops. They hit hard. Not even vicious enemies and they're hitting hard. Cheeky sword. Right, let's... I mean, I doubt we're going to be able to change much about Hendrick's. Okay, we've got a bit to give him. I'm pretty sure that item is cursed. Is there anything better we can give him? Nah. It is a shame we can't get his kind of trademark... I mean, I suppose it kind of makes sense that we don't get his trademark armour in Act 2. Because it's kind of a completely different side of the game now. It kind of makes sense. I mean, I've taken my equipment off. I did have armour in Act 1. It just kind of makes sense fitting in with the story that nobody has their like full high level armour and equipment at this point in the game. Because the vibe is everyone's lost everything. Most of the world is... I mean, I don't know if it's like Adventures? I don't know if it's like Avengers where like half of the population is dead, but it's been said a lot by other characters that a significant number of people lost their lives in the fall of Yggdrasil. Right, stop up at the campsite, I'll knock this zoom point. And I might have a look at the alchemy ones. I doubt there's anything I can do. I can't remember having picked up a good recipe. Although maybe that's nonsense. Quadribash is decent. Okay, great sword. I'm going to get one of those for Hendrick actually. Demon Spear. A couple of shields. I mean, we're both going to go with great swords. Yeah, I'll make this one for Hendrick, I think. I'm pretty sure that was a great sword. I might be making it up. We will use our brand new Quadribash. Yeah, lovely. And the alchemy becomes more and more satisfying with every new thing you unlock, I think. Every new ability, that is. Should make this one... Can I do... What's the one that does... Over 2 vertical squares, that's the one. Yeah. Lovely, and a little lightning dash for the last bit. Beautiful! Don't think I could have done that much better. Might be plus... Definitely plus 2, it might be plus 3 that one. Ah, plus 2. Or is there anything else I wanted to make? There's not much point making a shield given that we're both going to go with great swords, so... No, I think that would do for... No. I'm not going to make that yet. I will make the spear at some point. Without spoilers. And let's give Hendrick his new sword. I never remember how to do this properly. There you go. And I think that is that definitely a great sword? Yeah, okay, cool. And I'll give him the shield for his inventory, just in case I do want it to jump in and use a bit of defense at some point. And I think that will do. Chat to Hendrick as well. So we're looking for a teacher, really. We're looking for a means of defeating Mordegon at this point in the game. Mount Panglai is meant to be the second holy place comparable to Yggdrasil. which we kind of need now that Yggdrasil's fallen. Right, look at the state of this ledge. There is no way any human is making it across that ledge without falling. Like, water is falling straight on top of it. Anyone in the world would fall straight down there. But it's a game, suspension of disbelief. I mean, to be fair, given that we're casting spells, we kind of have to suspend our disbelief a little bit anyway. But it's the physics that I'm always going to question. I'm not going to question shooting fireballs, but walking across a slippery ledge and not falling, nah, not happening. Right, in we go. Oh, that's going to be claustrophobic as hell. Right, and I think this might be the first time in the game we get flying mounts. I think. I can't really remember, but these guys are always fun to use. The kind of exploring you get in, more so later in the game, but the kind of exploring you could do with flying mounts that you couldn't do early in the game is a lot of fun. Compare our normal attacks. Hendrick is 107 and I'm 95. They're not too far different, to be fair. But I think at this stage of the game, Hendrick is probably stronger than me. Oh, there we go. We've got all of the mounts now. Can we hold it down? Yeah, we can hold it down. The flying one was the last one. And it makes sense. They're a lot of fun to use because you can literally just fly over every monster at this stage and not be bothered by anything. There we go. Ooh, cheeky taco up there. Hello. Oh, goodbye. Here's where the fun really kicks in. You can fly over water now as well. I just love those little... To be fair, it's more fun to fly around in the open world once you can. Like, there's a few islands around that will let you do it. I don't know why it's fun, but it is. Just flying over the top of all this. Gotta love it. A lovely bit of mithril ore and an enchanted stone. We'll just have a nosy around the rest of the area. Oh, it's very pretty. It might have cost me 1200 quid by 4080, but seeing sights like that almost make it worth it. Certainly don't make it justifiable expenditure, but almost make it worth it. It almost feels like a shame that I can't quite play in 4K 120. Now that I've got 120 FPS TV. It's only 4K 90. And what a tragedy it is. You know what, we'll go for the dragon. Do like a big enemy. Boreal serpent. Once we get the Flame Light, we'll reallocate Hendrick's skill points as well. Not that he's of much use in the upcoming fights, but I want to get him Unbridled Blade as well. So Hendrick, I mean, it's quite obvious to tell in terms of seemingly every character you unlock, i.e. that has a personality and a story behind them, they all follow a particular vocation. I think vocations were first established in Dragon Quest III. Again, it's not a game I've played, so I don't know, but Hendrick is most certainly, without question, a paladin. So his skills are best used defensively in general, although at this stage of the game he is better offensively, I find, just for his use of Unbridled Blade and Greatswords. When it gets to later in the game, he is better used as a paladin, i.e. defensively. So I think once he unlocks Forbearance, I can't remember if there's like a similar thing to Dragon Quest IX where they have like an invulnerability thing, and then use Forbearance after and just block everything completely, makes everyone invulnerable, but I don't think there is. There's a pet power that does it. But I don't think there's a like innate ability for Hendrick. But it's certainly very useful. Speak to these guys. I mean, a hermit forced his way past. Interesting. So we're going to need to speak to whoever's in charge to get up there. Right, I want that little sparkly, so I have to get a mount. Might as well use up our MP. Not going to do anything else with it. I love Hendrick's little celebrations. They all have nice little unique ones. Hendrick's are good fun. Right, I think with that, that's pretty much everything in that area. I can't see or think of anything else, although that's not somewhere we can get up. So in we go to Angri-La. We get the lovely regal theme from Dragon Quest VIII as well, used for places like the Neos and Sevilla Cathedral. This is very kind of triumphant and spectacular, this theme. Used for religious places of worship in Dragon Quest VIII and in 11 as well.
Temple on top of a mountain. What connection could a place like this have to the Luminary? It certainly benefits from divine protection of some kind. Yggdrasil fell to earth not far from here, yet the temple buildings escaped entirely unscathed.
Interesting.
I know that face. That man is a knight of Heliodor.
He is. Oh dear.
Heliodorian swine! You think that your blockade will break us? Think again. The disciples of Angri-La are made of sterner stuff, as you will soon see.
Oh dear. We mean peace, I promise. What the fuck?
What in the... These movements must be intended to confound us. Be on your guard. They may attack from any angle.
Enough! All of you! Is this how we treat visitors? As your High Llama, I order you to stand down.
Not the High Llama.
Your Holiness, these people are not visitors. They are soldiers of Heliodor. We cannot be sure of their intentions.
Soldiers of Heliodor, you say?
Sort of?
The tall one, perhaps. But his young friend does not look like a military man to me. I sense a great power within you. Tell me, young man, are you the Luminary?
You got me. I am indeed, but I've lost me powers.
Incredible. You divined your true identity with a single glance.
How long we have waited for this day. Please, you must forgive my disciples' discourtesy. Their training is incomplete.
Yes, shame upon you all.
Welcome to Angri-La, honored Luminary. It would please me if you would join me in the High Hall at the top of the temple. We have much to discuss.
Let's go then. Angri-La.
Strange child, but remarkably perceptive for one so young. There is more to him than meets the eye, that much is certain. Well, we have come this far. We might as well make our way to this high hall of theirs. See what he has to say.
Well, let's go. So, real-world references to this place. I mean, it's based on Shangri-La, which is in and of itself a fictional place. I can't remember the name of the book it's from, or the author, but yeah, Shangri-La. I think Shangri-La, i.e. the fictional place in the book, is itself based sort of on Tibet, I believe. So the High Llama is obviously meant to resemble the Dalai Lama, who it might be the spiritual leader of Tibet. Sort of outside of me knowledge now. Right, we'll start at the end first of all. Was that a Heliodorian light? How was he let in? They're blockaded. Oh right, so okay, this looks like the answer to what happens if you try and come here in Act 1. It would have been blockaded by Heliodorian knights. On the orders of Jasper. Interesting. So no, it wouldn't have done much good if we tried to come in Act 1 then. And... is that all I've done? Head and stays at the end. There. I think I do have... what I definitely want to buy is a load of Panachias, but... oh no, we've got Moorhill now anyway, so it's going to be better. I mean, there's an upcoming boss fight that I always struggle with in every playthrough, but I don't think I've ever had Moorhill for it. Prince of Dungeon. Everyone seems to know me here. I feel like Harry Potter. But yeah, I think this is the most leveled up I've ever been at this point in the game, in all of my playthroughs, even in my first one. I think just because we just have killed more monsters, given that I've been going for kind of more Bastari entries throughout, rather than at the end. Right, let's go and speak to this High Llama.
I welcome you once again to Angri-La, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Llama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Good boy Hendrick, checking pronouns.
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
I'm waiting for me.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner?
That's the symbol of Dundrasil, isn't it?
Of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang.
Oh.
Sadly, that was not to be.
Yeah, Dundrasil was destroyed,
So
man.
if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here.
Interesting.
What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the world tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
Shit. Dead?
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Sounds like it.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the field of discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
Let's go.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
So we, as the player, now know a little bit more than the characters. We know that Rab has gone to see Grandmaster Pang, as per the little bonus episode. So, if Grandmaster Pang is dead, and Rab is with her, is Rab now dead as well? Is that what that means? But we know Rab consciously sought her out.
Beyond those doors lies the field of discipline, where students of Angri-La strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then.
Put a point in that. Dark One, not Lord of Shadows. Interesting.
The first Grand Master, i.e., accepted him as a disciple and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of I.Yi's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed.
So learning more about the
Before
team
setting
now.
out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
Interesting that Hendrick hasn't heard of him. And it seems like every character knows about Erdwin, the Luminary of Legend. They know the Dark One. Interesting that Morkant isn't as well known.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the Age of Heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones. If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Dundrasil before you.
So does that mean...
I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes.
Does that mean Rab trained here?
Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
So Rab trained here.
His achievements?
Pang was a
What is
harsh
that?
master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation, directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick.
Gotta love it. I was just thinking, does that mean the Luminary's dad trained here as well? But he was never a prince, was he? He married the princess, so... got his name already, but no, he didn't train here.
During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times.
I like that.
The
Right
tale of
honourable
Lord
posterior.
Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
Yep, that sounds like Rab.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time.
Interesting.
The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it.
But
Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honoured if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
we accept graciously. Could do with a feast. A banquet in my honour. I have long awaited to hear those words.
Awake at last, hmm? It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
Well, a terrible shame. In that case, I think we head up and search for the party members. Yeah, it seems like they can't really help much at all. So we still don't have any means of taking on Mordegon. We got no. At the moment, we still stand no chance because I mean he destroyed us so easily at Yggdrasil.
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrick. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed.
Sounds like a job for us, I think.
This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angri-La.
You have indeed. You're a waste of a
Might
man.
we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
I think I have to agree.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you.
Fair enough.
We must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Well, let's go. Let's find this hermit. I wonder who it could be. I think there is a weapon shop around in Panglai itself, or being Angri-La here. Yeah, it's gonna be this one, isn't it? I suspect we've already got better weapons than... Yeah, Hendrick's already got better night cleaver. So defense. So it's dazzled. Not worth. I'm not using shields. Nah, I don't think we need anything else at this stage. I'm gonna hold on to my money. If we get... No, you know what? I'm not gonna hold on to my money. I'm gonna bank it because I know the upcoming boss fight. Even though I am more leveled than I normally am, I might... There's a chance I'll get it done in the first go, but given that we failed 4 times in a row against Tyrion, there's a good chance that we will fail even more than that in this one, so... Sensible bank. Wonder what that's for. Oh well. Alright, I suspect we now have... Yeah, there he is.
Could it be...
First of the monsters. Well, let's head up then. Let's head up this path we saw before. So we had our way blocked by this guy before, but now he is out of the way. Oh dear, another claustrophobic path. Hopefully this one's a bit friendlier. Oh, hello. Was that Godsteed? Oh, Tantamount. These are like very end game Dragon Quest IX enemies. The ones in deep volcano grottos. Nice to see them all graphically enhanced in 3D and stuff. Cheeky crit. Oh, down in one hit. Lovely. Nice black dragon as well. Let's go for the mount and fly up. I mean, literally every flying mount I'm going to see, I'm going to get. Yes. They're just too fun to use. Dear. Oh dear. Sorry, really time one hit. Beautiful. Right, best heal, just in case. And off we go. There's a certain freedom with flying, even in a video game. I'm definitely going to explore down here. Must be a treasure chest, surely. Yep, looks like there is. Sorcerer's Ring, interesting. That looks like an item that's probably better for... Oh, I've got 2 items, there we go, Hendrick and another. Looks like it's not probably better for a mage or a healer when we get those back. But I'll do with Hendrick for now. You know what? Fly straight over the top. No need to stress. Looks like this goes up to the summit. It's a shame that I can't keep the mount. It forces you to dismount. Summit Shrine. Well, that from a distance looks like... maybe not. Right, I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll use this first, and we will definitely save before we go in. Just in case. I doubt I'm going to get this first time. I'll be very surprised if I do. But in every other playthrough I've had to buy like loads of Panachias and Lunarias for this, but we've got more heal this time, so... Right, who is this then? Because it looks a bit like...
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate.
Dead?
But that posture, it is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition.
I love the use of the sound effect there. But there we go, there's the reveal of Hendrick also being a pervert as well as this hermit.
Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace.
It makes a lot of sense. As a knight, he's probably sworn to single life. So, yeah, quite a bad up.
But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a...
Treasure of Dundersill, uniquely awful posture.
By the skies! Can it really be?
Is it?
Lord Robert!
Oh shit! It's Rab. Just very skinny. Is he
Your
alive?
grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
I think we know he has.
No, he is still breathing.
What?
How?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return. But there may yet be a way to save him.
Pray tell.
If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds.
Do it.
But it is
I
not
think we've
a
got to save
decision
him.
to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert back to us?
I think it has to be done to save Rab.
Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me when you are ready, and we will begin.
I think I'm ready straight away. I mean, I don't think we... Oh, let's take this. Is it going to be magic water? Grandmaster's Guard. Well, that's a Rab outfit, I think. We'll see Rab. Looks a lot thinner. Yeah, what a pervert. Right, I think we go straight in. I don't think there's anything else we can do to prepare other than just level up loads, but
for the
can't
place
bother.
to which every soul must go, but from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
I love Hendrick just looking in.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
Has he done it? I think we've been sent. Well, this looks a bit eerie. The void. So, I mean, we've been here as Rab before, and there is Grandmaster Pang here to welcome us.
Another wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey.
Yeah.
Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but do you know what fate awaits you here?
Yes, I'm here to get Rab and get out.
He is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. I must return to the world above and tell everyone I met such a marvel.
He is a sarky
Do
fucker.
you think me a fool, boy? Do not pretend. There is no need for pretense here. You are ignorant. This is as it should be.
Fine.
Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness. Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac.
Oh dear.
What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void.
Oh dear indeed.
As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains. This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it.
No, changing it.
Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches?
Yes.
If you do, you are a fool.
Yeah.
And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost.
My
Some
teammates.
people just don't know when to give up.
Well, he's going to show us a vision there, but no. Well, we go forwards. Interesting. And now we will see. I mean, I love this scene. Yes, there he is. Ah, perfect use of the theme. This is the one time in the game I just love to hear this theme. Because there he is, alive-ish and well. He's learned some new moves.
Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? You could not be more wrong. He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows.
On his own?
Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of Angri-La. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor. Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him?
Doing some lovely dancing to draw it.
The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age. But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes. Get out, Knight! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
I fucking love her. I fucking love her relationship between her and Rab as well. It's just so good. She keeps him in check. Ooh. Has he done it? I love that it's sort of got like a Dragon Ball vibe to it as well, but it's done completely ironically. Ooh. That is a fancy new
Well,
trick.
would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely useless after all.
Now he's back to
Did you
himself.
see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang! Was that praise? Hoo-hoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
There were subtitles for that, it would just be Scottish.
Perhaps if you
Was
could
that-
stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Hello. It's me.
Oh my! Is it really you, laddie?
Yes.
Oh, not you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Might actually be quite sad if they wasn't playing this theme, but I'm not dead. It's
Stop
fine.
your sniveling. The boy is alive.
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
Rescuing you.
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... And you went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine.
I don't think you are, man. We've seen your body.
Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
Let's do it. Let's go. Straight out of here. Bye
Stop
bye.
right there. Where do you think you are going?
Home.
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Finished. Oh, but we haven't even begun.
And
Honored Luminary, if you would like to follow me.
you have training for me? Well, at least we know Rab is sort of safe and sound. I mean, we need to get him out of here, really. Yeah, I can't really tell you about anyone else in our party, because the only guy we've got is Hendrick.
Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the beyond. It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Mordegon, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend.
Interesting.
For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions.
Go on.
It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with IE, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
So this is kind of like the game's namesake now, Echoes of an Elusive Age. We're kind of becoming like the heroes of legend, Erdwin and Morkan, by learning those 2 attacks.
If you can master it. None since Erdwin has been able to do so. The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before.
Yep, she's telling the truth.
Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials?
No, I'll
I
say
knew
yes.
you would make the right choice. Now, Let us begin. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try.
Let's give it a go. Oh, that was easy. There you go, job done. I've mastered it.
As good as can be expected for a first attempt.
Yeah.
The heat of battle should help to speed you up a little.
I did.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
I did.
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see two princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin.
Ah, shit. Well then. Oh, that's the one bit of prep I didn't do. I think what you meant to do really is give the Luminary the Shield of Heliodor. I would have to go back and get it from Hendrick if I was going to do that now, but... I mean, we'll give it a go.
Before we continue...
I've heard those words like 100 times probably before we continue. It is burned into my brain.
advantage.
I've done this boss like so
All in
many
the name of
times.
Speeding up your training, of course.
Go on then, give him this advantage. I presume the spell she's casting here is Accelerate.
Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me at the little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Oh dear. Come on then, you old man.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Here I come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do.
Oh dear. Bring it on.
Come on then, laddie.
I never really worked out the tactics for this one. It was always by pure luck I got it. So he prepares for his next attack and then straight away pearly gates. Yep. Right. I'll use more heals straight away. I mean, I'm basically just going to go all out attack as much as I can and just keep using Quadra Slash. I'm not going to use any defends or blocks, I don't think. It's just going to be Quadra Slash and the heal. I think you have to use it, it doubles every time you use it. I think you have to use it like 5-6 times maybe. I'm literally just going to use that and heal, nothing else. Every opportunity I can, I'll use it. So that's 32. Ouch. Beautiful. Yeah, you can't do normal attacks on them. Do I defend here? I might do. I can't decide. It does 110 damage. I could be taken out if. Yeah, I'll defend. I don't know how to do this. It's too limited when it's only the Luminary fighting. When it's all the party, you can get away with a lot. It still does a lot of damage. I mean, I feel like there's no point in defending because it still does a shitload of damage. Well, there's the hill, and we'll go back to Pearly Gates next turn. Or do we? That's too much damage with the shadows. I'm going to be on low health after this turn. It's 75. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 more hits. I think that's a waste of a turn. That's good. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good. I think a heal is going to be better than a defend here, so I'm going to do that.
This is the end for you.
I love his shit talking. I mean, we'll probably survive. I'm gonna heal. It's 164 and we're 130 short. Well, yeah, I will heal. I know. I don't really know how to do this properly. I feel like if I lose this one with my second go, I'll be less careful with healing, I think. Yeah, I mean, we might as well have... Yeah, we shouldn't have healed. Now we should heal. Okay, they're out of MP. That's good. They're going to waste some turns. Right, he's lost pepper. Spell resistance, that's not great. There's 150. It might just be one more hit, to be honest. I can't remember it. It's one or two more. My defense is back to normal though. I'm not going to risk that it's one more hit because it might be two, so I'm going to heal up. Another. Yep. It was always going to hurt. Right, they're both assessing. I think I heal up again here. So that's not going to do that much now. My defense is back to normal, so that's alright. That will hurt though. Okay. Right, this might be it? I can't remember. There might be another one. Oh, I got him! That was really easy! I had more heal for once. In all of my previous playthroughs, I was always just using Panakias and Lunarias. I didn't have more heal, but that's a lot easier once you have that. I must say. No struggle at all, really.
Yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself.
Thank you.
I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing.
You're welcome. And there we go, Quadra Slash. And that, it doesn't really describe what it is in that fight, but that's an AoE that hits every enemy, which is what we were lacking for the Luminary.
And none would be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time we peeled that old degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Angri-La in my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
Thank you. What the fuck is that? Is that Reptilon?
So this is where you have been hiding.
Ah shit, that's Mordegon.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordegon.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
Shit, we don't stand a chance.
No!
Whoop.
Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you.
Underestimated Mordegon. He's killed us all once.
So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you. Fine. It seems we must do it the hard way. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
There's another ability?
What? So the last secret of Angri-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster, i.e. one that Erdwin and Morkan performed together.
Together?
Well, don't just stand there. Combine your powers. Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago, so that I can die happy
Again? I thought you were already dead.
Dare to resist me?
Come on then, Rab. Let's do this together. We'll do it. Mordegon's preparing something big.
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught to you. Quickly!
Early goats. There's the pearly gates. Now what?
Now, Luminary! Unleash! Quadra Slash!
Oh, the theme! So fucking good. I think this is Dragon Quest 6, this theme. There's Quadra Slash.
Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angri-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar flare!
3 exclamation marks, just to make the point. Yes! We've done it. Are we alive? That scene is so good, so epic.
He is back with us. But he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
I think we're alive. But is Rab alive? I am alive. That scene is so kind of... Oh, there's Hendrick. Scene is so kind of Dragon Ball-esque.
You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Llama. We should join them.
Robert's alive too. Rab even. Well, let's go. Yeah, the scene is very Dragon Ball Z-esque. It's kind of the ultimate power. No, this is the ultimate power. No, this is the ultimate power. It just kind of keeps building. Good bit of fun, that scene though. That music is so good as well. I'm pretty sure it's the theme originally for the Murder boss fight in Dragon Quest 6, I think. In the original Dragon Quest 6, this is. There's a lot of debate over one of the videos I put up. There was all the music tracks of the final bosses, and I think I got the Murder one wrong because it changes in the remake of Dragon Quest 6, I think. But there's Rab.
Hello there, laddie. Better late than never, eh?
He seems to have regained all of his weight.
What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. Aye, the Grand Master put me through worse.
That's the whole
on
explanation.
occasion.
His complete weight gain from going to nearly dead Skiddy to...
What came to pass in the void,
There you go.
that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts.
She did indeed.
I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Hendrick, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
This is the first time Rab sees Hendrick as an ally, so Hendrick was trying to arrest us before, so it's interesting the dialogue you get with every new character we find and Hendrick.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Ah, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Interesting.
Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
So Rab's comment there, it was kind of like he knew that Hendrick was never evil, and he'd just been manipulated the whole time, just as everyone else had, so... Interesting.
funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grandmaster Pang told me. She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One.
Dark One,
Some
again.
sort of sacred flying contraption.
So not Lord of Shadows.
Whatever could that mean?
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordegon off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere. So,
I think so.
what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there will know something about it for sure. There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordegon gets. So, let's get going.
Let's go. And I think we will get... There we go. The Rab rejoins the party theme. And new panels as well. I'll never tire of this theme. It's just so nice. And there we go. We've got all of our powers from Grandmaster Pang.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows. We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon.
Wonderful. And I think with that we are on our way. So there we go, we've got our first party member back. We have Rab returned to us. So of the remaining party members, we know Sylvando is alive. We know Jade is alive but maybe under the influence of Booga. We know Eric is alive but without his memories. And I don't think we know anything about any of the others yet. We don't know about Serena or Veronica. So in the next episode we will go hunting for more teammates, and I will see you then. Peace.